Why, Julie, where are we going today?
Hey, so today we're going to go down the Captain Cook Trail, and it's about a 1,500-foot elevation, and not for the faint of heart. And so, but we did bring some intrepid friends with us from our 365 Kona Newbie group, and but we are excited because we're getting an early start, and it's in February, actually early March. So hopefully we're not going to be baking. That happens when you do it in the summer.
It's cold now, so at least we're starting cold, so it should be better when we get there.
Except if you're on the mainland, you're freezing actually in the snow. It's about 68 degrees.
And the other thing we're trying to do is we're trying to keep the cruise ships down. Not the fair winds. The fair winds.
And there are 100 people that get dumped in the bay.
Yeah, to go snorkeling.
So the challenge today is getting down there before everybody else hits the bay, getting down there and going swimming and going snorkeling, and then coming back up in the middle of the day 1,500 feet. So
let's go. All right, we have made it 3/4 of the way down the trail. We've hit the open lava section, and how are you feeling?
This is where the sun starts to get kind of fun.
Yeah, coming up, this is where it's baking.
So it's 8:20. So it's feeling pretty good still, right? It's 75, right? And but when you get down to this part of the trail, there's scree where the rocks are kind of like, just kind of. So you gotta be careful when you get through here. Yeah, look at you can kind of twist an ankle here, so you gotta be careful. So my friend let me borrow this. I definitely recommend a hiking stick.
Yep. So we got about another 15-20 minutes to get down there.
Yep. And it's clear, it's beautiful. No fog. Yay.
Yeah,
hopefully we can see some whales out there too.
Yep.
So tally on. Hey, so we're almost at the end. We're like moments from the end. It's 8:40. Hey, so we've got a chance to go snorkeling and swimming in the bay, and it is now 15 to 10, and the fair winds has not shown up yet, but it also is getting very busy again. But that's why getting down here early is so awesome, because you feel like you're swimming in your own private lake. But I'll tell you two things today we learned. One is if you're trying to get in and out of this bay, you can jump off this part right here, and there's like a little staircase, it's like a little ladder to get up, but be careful because it's rubs against like a rocky wall, and you can actually kind of like scrape yourself, so be careful going up the ladder. Please do not stand on the coral or walk along these reefs trying to get out beyond this part, because with thousands of people coming here all the time, you can imagine if everyone does that. So please respect the fact that please get up using this little ladder and come up through here, not through the rocks. And also, if you get around the little corners around the bay, that's where all the fish are. So there's your 2 tips for today. So we're going to now hike back out. Hey, so a little past halfway up the trail, we finally kind of start hitting the trees again, so you can get out in the sun. But we stopped for a little bit because we actually ran into one of our Kona Newbies people. There's something about the shade of a tree on a trail in Hawaii. I love this person who planted this tree. Woo! Pig, 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 pig. Really a pig? Hey, we made it!
Yay!
So it took us about an hour and 15.
Is it-
So
yeah.
it's about an hour and 15 to come back up. And that was, okay, was it hard?
It was hard, yeah, because even though we went up at 7, so it was cool going down, and it's a cooler time of year, it's hot.
Yeah. And now it's noon, so
Yeah.
And we saw some people going down later, so maybe if you go down later and don't come up until like 5.
I guess, yeah, before dawn or, or sunset.
So okay, so I want to let people kind of know kind of like what you think. You hike a lot, right?
Right.
And so in terms of like how strenuous you really felt this trail was, what would you say to people?
Oh gosh. I mean, I think it's like an 8. I mean, it's not the longest hike, but it's straight up and it's just the heat.
Yeah.
But if you're used to hiking, I guess 8 or 10 miles. Maybe this won't be
Hey, you're 10
quite as hard
miles.
as I think it is.
But if you're an armchair tourist, this might be harder than you think it is.
Yeah.
And definitely wear good shoes, because seriously, there's like some loose rocks down there, and we saw some people down there with flip-flops. That's not a good idea.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so,
They underestimate because it only says 1.9 miles, but
It's hard.
you'll feel every mile.
Yeah, you'll feel every mile. So thanks for joining us.
Bye.
You know what? Again, if it's an adventure you're looking for, and certainly a challenge, and you want to burn some calories.
Well, and also the snorkeling is excellent, and you don't have to get on a boat to do it,
Yeah.
and you can stay as long as you want, and all those kinds of great things. So
Yeah,
that
it's
part's
free,
good.
right?
So, with that, we'll call it the
and,
end.
and I get a chance to go the woo-hoo happy dance. I finished. Woo! Okay.
All right. Aloha,
Till next
bye.
time.